Hi everyone, I hope everybody is doing really great. So welcome back to another tips for while developing the Node.js code. I hope you have all watched my previous sessions. If not, please go ahead and watch. Go to my channel and you can see all the sessions over there. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And today's session is majorly on the next tip, that is restructuring the code to keep it more readable. Okay, so let's dig in. So first let's understand why do we need to destructure code, right? So first is keeping the code readable. So use restructuring to make your code more readable and concise. Okay, so also to avoid overusing it in complex scenarios where it might reduce clarity. Okay, so ensure you avoid this during your complex scenarios. Okay, then document destructured variables, like when destructuring function parameters or complex objects, right? Document the expected structure to avoid the confusions. Consistent use, so consistently use restructuring where it improves code clarity and maintainability, but also ensure it fits the context of your code. Okay, so basically destructuring simplifies code by reducing the redundancy and improving readability, especially when working with objects and arrays. So it enables a very cleaner and more maintainable code, making it very good into this Node.js development. Okay, so now let's start with a few examples on how to use this restructuring things for our clean code. Okay, so let's start by creating one file here. This is the 10th tip of Node.js. So, one sec. Rename Node.js. Okay, so first let's see destructuring arrays, like basically extracting values, right? With array destruction you can easily extract values from arrays into individual variables. For example, let me take const numbers equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, then I'll put const another array, first comma second comma third. Okay, and I'll put like numbers. Okay, now uh, let's print like console dot. So here basically what I'm doing is from this number, right? I have declared uh, three variables. Okay, and from here, from this array objects 1 2 3, so each values get assigned respectively to first, second and third. Okay, so let me print first, then console.log, I'll print second, then I'll print third. Okay, see, your output should be 1 2 and 3. Okay, you can see it is 1 2 and 3. This is how we use the destructuring for the arrays, right? The next one we will see is this is for arrays. Okay, so next one we will see is objects. So here object destruction basically it allows you to extract multiple properties from an object and assign them to a variables with the same name. Okay, so for example, I'll take const user equal to, I will create one object called Mike, then I'll create another attribute there, age. Okay, then I'll create another one called my dot test@example.com. Okay, this is my object. So now I have my object. Now what I'll do is I'll just try to create a variable. Okay, I want the same name, that is age, name and age, okay, from this user objects. So what does it do is it will be pulling the mic, this name, from this object and assign that value here. Same way for age. Now if you try to print this, right, so you can print name, so, and you can print age. Okay, so let's run this and see. So you can see it has printed mic and 30 is the age. This is about how you can destructure the objects for a cleaner code. Okay, next one is renaming variables with restructuring, right? Like custom variable names, you can rename the extracted variables to different names. Like right now what I'm doing is I'm using the same name, right? So I want to give a different name, which is basically useful for avoiding the naming conflicts or improving the readability, right? In the same example, what I'll do here is I'll just take this, okay, and I'll put name colon user name, then I'll put another user age. Okay, and then I'm going to print, let me just copy paste this and just rename this to username and then the user age. Okay, this is basically renaming variables. Okay, so here let's print and see. You can see it has taken the mic and 30. So this is how you can rename the variables to have a readable code. Okay, next is restructuring the default values, like handling the undefined values, right? You can provide default values for destructured variables to handle cases where properties might be undefined, right? So for example, default values. Okay, so here I'll put const assume settings equal to give some value as dark. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll assign another theme. I will pick as is, since language is not defined in that object. What I'll do is I'll put as a default. Okay, so this is how you can put the default, and then you can print log theme, then const console dot log of language. This will print you the dark and default value. Okay, this is how you have set the default values. Now for example, you might see this is all with this straightforward object. Now what if you have a nested object? Nested objects. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll just copy paste this, okay, and I will just declare user new. Okay, I'll just put this as user new. Let the name be there, restore details be there, and I will be adding address, okay, which will have two objects in it. Okay, so it will have city colon, we can give and then zip. I can give some 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and rest all remain same. Okay, this is how my nested object looks like. So now I want to pull address city from the address, right? So what I'll do here is, this is how you can pull city from my object, then that is user new. Okay, now if you print console.log of city, you can see it will output you Wonderland. This is how you can access the nested objects. Okay, next one, when it comes to the function parameters. Okay, so destructuring is very important there, like improved functional signatures, right? In destructuring in function parameters allows basically the cleaner and more readable functions, especially when dealing with the objects, right? So let me create a function greet. Okay, then I'll create a name comma age. Okay, then I'll give print console.log of hello. Then I'll give name, then I'll give you are, then I'll give age, then years old. Okay, this is my simple function. Okay, now let me call this function. Okay, so while calling this function, I'll be calling as an object. So here I'll give Mike, then I'll be giving age as 32. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna behave. Let me clear this console. Then let's see. You can say hello Mike, you are 32 years old, right? This is how you can organize the functions. Okay, so if you have any multiple objects in an array, right? If you want to loop it, right, this is how you can do, like const. This is for looping arrays. So here you can see const entries, for example. Okay, I'm just creating, I'll give a key, okay, that is a comma 1. Same way I'll give another one, b comma 2. Okay, this is how my array looks like. Okay, now if I have to loop through, all right, so I'll create const key value basically, right, because mine is key value over there, so it will be of entries. Okay, and then I'll print console.log of key. Okay, then I'll key comma value. Okay, so let's print and see. You can see A1 B2. Okay, this is how you can loop the entries within a for loop. Okay, and there is another feature which we can use here is extracting the remaining values. Like you can use these rest syntax like this. Okay, where you will have this syntax, which I'll show you, to pick the remaining elements or properties from the array or object. Okay, so here remaining objects. Okay, one sec. Go here. So here let me take const numbers new equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, now what I'll do here, first, then second, oh my god, okay, so it will be second, then for the rest of the things you can put this way. Okay, here numbers, yeah. One sec, something is there. sorry. Const this, right? So let me take this. Okay, because I do have this, so let me comment this out. Okay, let me comment everything here for now. I have some keyboard problem, guys, so the control is not working well. Okay, so this will be numbers new. Okay, then I'll be printing console.log of first, console.log of second, then console.log of rest. Let's see how it's running. You can see 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 is a rest. Okay. This is how these are the different set of examples on how to keep your code structures very neat, readable, and very good, so that if anybody comes and sees, it's very clear and organized way. So that wraps up our probably the last tip of this Node.js session. That is tip number 10. So mainly on focusing on restructuring the code to have a better readable and things. I hope you liked my session. If please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next session.